right, welcome to the DaliTalks podcast. I have a special segment today. I'm here with my little one. You want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm 14. I'm in 8th grade. I'm gonna be in 9th grade next. I was gonna say tomorrow.
And your name, or what do you want people to know you? How do you want people to know you as?
I prefer to be called Rain.
There we go. So Rain is joining me today. And I asked her to do this episode so that we can both talk about what we learned this past month. I'm going to talk about what I learned as a mom, and she's going to talk about being a kid, what she learned as a 14-year-old. All right. So first, I want to thank you.
I want to thank you for inviting me.
Oh, you're welcome. I didn't think you wanted me to.
Oh, I like doing these.
Okay, that's good. Okay. So what was your first thought when I said, hey, let's do a segment about what we learned this past month?
I didn't know what I was going to talk about because I don't really think there's not a lot of things that I've learned this month besides Pythagorean theorem. I love Pythagorean theorem.
Yes, you do. You taught a class on it, right? Yeah. Your proudest moment.
Yeah.
This school year.
The one thing I understood in math.
You understood way more than you think. You got to give yourself more credit. All right. Well, that was a really hard question to answer for myself because I know that I learned stuff, but time goes by and then you forget stuff. But I've come to realize that I've been working on this for years. But one thing that I really learned is that I still have a lot of control to let go of. What do you think about that?
I think, I don't know.
You think that's accurate?
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely is. That's really, really hard for me because I want to prevent stuff from happening, like not very good things to happen, right? Or more work for each and every one of us. So I learned about that because I've been trying to let you do your thing without chiming in.
I've noticed that.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Now I feel proud of myself.
You should feel proud of yourself.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you.
Okay, tell me more. How did you?
Because I noticed that, when I would do when I would be drawing or something, you wouldn't be like, "Oh, you should add this," and sometimes you still do, but that's the thing that I noticed the most.
I'm not doing it as much.
And with the chores and stuff, you don't tell us what specific chore. You're you can choose one.
Yes, that was very, very hard because I feel like y'all don't see what I see. When I wipe down the walls.
Oh, I don't notice that.
I know you
don't. I don't notice that there's anything on them.
Right. I mean, I've wiped down your door, all of it, and the door handles, and especially around there, many times, to include the one in your bathroom, because I know that you don't notice. You just go do stuff, don't wash your hands, come into the, open the door. Same thing with the fridge door. Oh, that drives me crazy.
I wash my hands. I don't know about that.
Okay. All right, Rain, don't throw her under the bus. Okay, so thank you. What about you?
What I've learned besides Pythagorean theorem?
Yes, besides Pythagorean theorem.
I've learned to not be scared with especially with not just with selling my stuff, because we're talking about that, and I'm I don't know why. I'm just not scared to really start my own business because I have done it a few times before.
Yes.
I feel I have practice.
Tell us a little bit about that. I think people will enjoy it.
The most successful one is when I had my slime shop.
Oh yeah, you made bank with that one.
Yeah, I made so much money. And that was in 5th grade. I made like, you know how many books I could have bought with that? But no, I bought dolls, and now no one wants them.
You're making girl
Yeah,
dolls. Hey,
but-
you have what, like 7 of them? One of them was gifted.
Mhm.
Actually, 2
Yeah.
because Daddy and I gifted you one for
Yeah, for
Christmas or
Christmas.
New Year's,
It was Christmas.
and then Miss Aisha gave you hers.
I love that one.
Yeah, and then all the other ones, all the other 5,
I bought with my own money.
and you bought a lot of them
Clothes,
brand new,
and-
plus right accessories. So
Mhm.
yeah, you really earned that money, and it's been so impressive to watch you to be fearless. And meanwhile, I'm here with DaliTalks, and I'm like, I don't know if I should offer this.
Mm.
So you're my role model.
Motivation. Thank
Yes,
you.
you
That
really
makes me
are.
very happy. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just not scared because like if it feels like, oh well, like I can
Oh.
always try something else.
See, like even the way you say that, I'm like, oh, I want that. I'm working to get there, and I'm not quite there, but I've improved a lot.
Mhm.
But I want to let go of that fear, and again, that control.
Mm.
So yes. Okay, so about your business, let's go ahead, drop in some
yeah.
info so people
Um,
can support
so
you.
my Instagram, can I like
Yeah.
flip this page and write
Yeah.
it or something?
Oh, I think it's gonna do in well, we'll see. In reverse. Yeah.
It's-
Spell it out. Well, go ahead. So it's her handle is splitting acid.
It's spitting
Oh,
acid.
yeah, spitting acid. By the way, why did you choose that name?
That's funny, actually. I did not like my whole Jessie the gymnast thing. Here's the.
Oh yeah, you're the one. Yes.
Yeah, there's a 1 for the I. I didn't like my Jessie the gymnast like tag thing. So I was asking my friend Abigail, I was like, oh, can you, because she has like her account name, she actually just changed it, but it used to be Pure Oblivion with like a letter 0, number 0 as the O. And so I was like, oh, let me ask Abby if she has any good like ideas for usernames. And then she sent me this whole long list, and I just chose from there. And then I didn't like it. And then I just, because one of them was frog spit or something like that. And I was like, oh, let me just do spitting acid instead.
Y'all have weird names. And that's S as in Sam, P as in Papa, 1, T as in Tom, T as in Tom, I-N, that's N as in November, and G as in golf, and an acid,
But there's a dot in the middle of
Oh,
spitting
dot,
acid.
acid. There we go.
Mhm.
So that's for the people who are listening to the podcast and not watching. Yes, so let me just backtrack a little bit, because you mentioned you've started many different businesses.
Mhm.
The one I remember when you were really young, I think the first one was the
pencil top.
Yes,
I
the
loved
pencil.
doing those. They were so fun. Like no one wanted them, but they were fun to make. So I was like, oh, well.
But they did. I don't think that you remember how many people requested orders from you.
Oh, really?
Yes. Okay. So one day you came home, and I was working in my office, like always, where it's also my craft room.
Mm.
And you said, Mommy, I need you to make me a tiger, a hippo, and like a crocodile with the Cricut machine. And I was like, what? And she said, yeah, I'm selling them as pencil toppers. So I was like, whoa, this came out of nowhere. I was like, how are you attaching them to the pencil? And he said, oh, just with the hot glue gun.
I burned myself multiple times with that.
All of my materials. So her startup costs were 0 because she acquired the inventory.
It's just there.
It was just there, so why not? And then who did the labor?
Not even me.
She had me put it together.
I glued them onto the
That
pencils.
was all she did. And then I suggested, well, instead of them giving you their pencils, you can sell the pencils too, and then do a charge up, right?
Yeah.
So do you remember when I explained what startup costs were?
I think it was when I made my slime business that I finally understood, at least.
Yeah, because I know I always mentioned it. What about college bound bracelets?
That, oh my gosh, that me and Nadia did that, or Nadia and I did that. I don't know if we ever got any cells,
You did.
or I guess we did. But I remember like we were so excited because we were like, oh, what a great name. And like, we'll get a lot of cells because we're young and blah blah.
Right.
So
And those were just beaded friendship bracelets.
And they were so easy to make too.
They were. But I must say for that, you get really excited for the orders, and then when it came time to put them together, you avoided it at all costs. But I would make you sit down and do them because that's part of the business. And yeah, I would like to think that you learned something from that.
Yeah,
you did.
Yeah, didn't have you doing all my work anymore.
What? Exploiting your mother? So now you're making some amazing art. Did you post
stickers?
Yeah. Do you have stickers here with you?
No, they're upstairs in my room.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Let's see if maybe I can share this. Yeah, well, we can go on Instagram here on the computer, and then I can share the page, but
you can't see the actual stickers, but you can see the designs. So,
right.
And I'm going to be making more tomorrow, which is exciting.
And so about this, I was watching you, I was listening, and I was like, I had the urge to give you suggestions. Again, the control thing. And it all comes from a place of just wanting to help so that it turns out as best as possible. But mama doesn't always know best. All right, I'm going to share the screen. But so you had some really good ideas. It's really cool. So here are her pieces of art. And this is her announcement that she posted today.
It already has 4 likes and 2 comments. What?
Yeah. Hey, we're recording now.
Yeah, got it.
But that's
gotta wait.
Like these envelopes are. You want to explain?
Oh yeah, so
I don't want to control everything.
It's for Pride Month. I got inspiration by this person who is also selling Pride Month stickers, and I was like, oh, let me do, because I plan on buying a lot of them, because they're really cute. And then I was like, oh, let me make my own. And then I came up with the flower design, and then I don't really like the flower design. That was the first one, and then after that I was like, oh, let me make them all one flag. So that's the set, like I kind of as like the second like gay flag. And then yeah, there are a lot of the sexualities there. I had to put them into 2 posts. But the letters, I really liked the letters idea, so yeah, I just did that. And that's my commissions thing. You want to explain what commissions is? Yeah, commissions, they're like, so can you go to the post with the girl? With go down. Yeah, that one. This one? So that is like, a digital drawing. I guess they're kind of like NFTs, but like a lot less money. Because I have seen NFTs for a lot of money. But yeah, it's basically they don't always have to be digital, but they can be paper too. But I decided to make mine digital, and they're basically just like, if you want, you can request a drawing of, like, you can do like fan art, like characters of like Iron Man, and I could draw Iron Man, and then, or like, and that's like, I put rules there for things that I will and won't draw. So one of the won't draw things is like not safe for work stuff. And then what else, like machines, like if it's a robot or something, I can't draw that. Like I need to practice more, and full body is also something I need to practice on, so I haven't opened that up. But you do so well. I want to practice more. Okay, this is an artist. Hard on herself, not giving herself enough credit. If you only saw her portfolios that she has, because she has many. And I'm proud to say that you have taught yourself 100% by yourself. Me too. I tried to follow videos, but they're way too confusing. So yeah. But yeah, so if you want, are we still sharing screen?
No, we're not.
Oh,
But do you want me to?
Yeah, so if someone's watching, they can be like, oh,
Okay, let's go back
Instagram.
to
It's that.
that
Yeah.
one. Okay.
And then go up, and then this is my Instagram handle. So, and then this is my link tree that I just set up yesterday. Oopsie.
all by herself.
Yep. I'm proud of it. It looks cute. It's
It
very
does.
minimalistic.
I like
So
it. It looks
cute.
better than mine.
You can go to my TikTok, my YouTube, my Pinterest, Spotify. Yeah. All fun. All fun. Okay, that's all that I needed it for.
Cool. So this past month, you must have learned something that led to this.
I did. It was I think a lot of what helped me be motivated to do this as well is like being in art.
Art class.
My art class, yeah. And Miss Jones, my art teacher. Oopsie, was I supposed to say her name?
It's okay. They don't know what school you go to.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. What if she's watching this? Thank you. You gave me a lot of motivation.
Well, you can share the link to this video or the podcast with her.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, I feel like she gave me a lot of motivation because I would always sit by her like desk that's next to her other desk, and then I'd like work on whatever we're working on, and then draw on my sketchbook, and then I'd show her and be like, does this look good? And she'd be like, oh, like you should do this, or like, oh, you can make, like, that's why I started doing the stickers, is because she was like, you can make that into a sticker. And I was like, art teacher is recommending that. Mom is cool, but art teacher is better.
Yes, I was gonna say, I've been recommending it for years. There it is, the proof, people. New parents, if you're listening, do not be discouraged. This happens.
And then a lot of people would ask to see like all my drawings, and then I'd like cover some up, and then they'd be like, oh, whoa, like what's under that? And then I'd uncover, and then I'd realize that some of my drawings are like actually like, oh, they're good, you know.
And so what are you going to do with the paper ones?
The paper ones, I might start, I probably more in the summer, but I'm going to start doing commissions with those as well. And I'll, you know, if you want, I will draw on paper. I think paper is harder than digital, but I also like it better because I feel like I can get like, it's, I don't know, it's just, yeah, the feel of it, it's like better, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think the main thing that I learned this last month is how much more work I need to do to let go of control. And that comes from stuff from my past, you know, like preventing stuff from happening, which we're all gonna grow up with something, right? Hopefully you're not gonna have anything.
I don't think I will.
No. I mean, I think you'll have that problem of wanting to hold on to a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I already had that
because you already, yeah. Oh my gosh, her room, she's got.
Hey, it's better than it was in California.
But thanks to who?
You.
You're welcome.
No,
you worked hard to let go of stuff too, but I blame myself about that because we were in this very same house here in this same basement. And I remember the market crash was going on in 2008. And I had just gotten out the army, didn't have a job. So in order to entertain you and your sister, 2008-9, what did we do?
We made crafts. We
out of like anything in the house.
Yeah, out of leaves. Actually, I really like that one though. That one is fun. Oh, it's right there. Oh, we're putting out the wrong one. No, I'm talking about that one. Where is it? It went. Oh, that one.
Yeah, that one. But we broke off some leaves on the move, so we got to go back out this fall and just like get some crunchy ones and glue them back on there. Yeah. But that was really fun, and I feel like that is what everything I would see, I was like, oh, hold on to that because we can use it later. And you took that a little too literally. So now I have to help you like undo
sticks that. And leaves and anything.
Yes. We created some cool stuff though.
Yeah.
Right. So what do you think you have to work on this month?
This month? I want to continue working on like letting go of stuff that I don't need. I've been trying to do that with my photos. I've been trying to keep it at 300 photos max.
I admire that.
And because I got up to 500 and I was like, oh my goodness. And I deleted a bunch of stuff. And it's mostly like edits that I see on TikTok or like photos that I screenshot from like animes that I'm like, oh, I'm gonna like draw that. And then I never end up doing it. So then I'm like,
See what I have?
oh, that's a lot.
I have 53,009.
Hey, it was 58 before. So say thanks to me.
Yes, but yes, a lot of these I do have to erase, and that's why I hire you, and you do a really good job. So the one thing that I think I have to keep working on, aside from letting go of control, is taking care of me more. For example, I've been wanting to go to the periodontist because I have severe bone loss. It's genetic. And I have been putting it off. I also need to find a new therapist so I can have somebody help me let go of that control. Like teach me some strategies, because I have tried others and obviously I'm not all there yet. And I really need to start working out because I realized
me too.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I'm always like, you have to force me to. Okay,
this child, was it 2 weeks ago? She's like, Mommy, you have to make me work out every day. Well, no, you said 5 times
I think,
a week?
I don't know, yeah.
Or something like
that.
For like 30 minutes. And I said, okay. And so it was like a Thursday. And I said, I asked you, do you want to start today? You're like, no. And then I said, I asked, well, what about tomorrow? Because the next day was Friday. You're like, no. And then you were going to go to grandma and Titi's. So then I said, but you were not going to be here. So you said Monday. So Monday came and I asked you. And you said,
well, you said, do you want to go on a walk? I don't want to go on a walk.
But that's my nice way of asking you, let's go on, of telling you, let's go on a walk. And you know that.
I don't like going on walks.
Well, you didn't want to go to the gym either.
Yeah, I want to work out down here in the basement.
Okay. But then when I ask you, you find an excuse. Okay. So that's what we have to work on. She has to work on
committing myself to that.
Right. And I do too, though. So it's all right. We're going to make it happen. And yeah, so okay, let's end it with some advice. If you were to give a kid going through something similar that you're going through, like, school is about to end, you're about to finish your last year of middle school, and you're getting ready for the summer, what advice would you give a parent with a child that's about to get out of school? Because let me tell you, I'm worried because I got nothing fun planned for you, because every idea I come up with, you're like, nah.
Well, yeah, because
stressful.
Well, I suggest, like, if your child has friends and it's like asking, like let them go to the movies, let them go to like and like things they want to do, like.
Oh, that reminds me, before we wrap it up, there was another thing I really had a hard time with this month. You went over to sleep at your friend's house.
Oh yeah.
And I couldn't sleep that whole night.
Why?
I was paranoid. That something would. I know.
And I know Legos there.
But that was the reason I let you go, was because I had to let go of that fear. That like control of, feeling in control just because you're home. And that's why I usually am like, yes, let your friends come over. I don't care, as long as you are home under my control, under my supervision. If anything happens, I can help. But when you asked to go to her house, I said, sure. But inside I was dying. I was really dying. You can ask Daddy. But
I guess if your child doesn't have friends, then I suggest, like, where we live, there's an in our local library, there's a book reading thing. We only have to read 3 books and we can pick any movie that we can go to. And I know like most people my age don't like to read. I started liking reading because I like got into mangas, which are like these anime books and stuff. And so that's why I like reading. But if there's like if you can't do that, then I suggest like going to a painting place or like a pottery place where you can like paint, you know, or do like
Crafts.
things that like it, or like suggest going to like, I don't know. I don't like going on like hikes, but if you think your child will like going on hikes, suggest that and don't get mad if they say no.
You used to love them. What happened?
Because then when we would get to the top of the mountain and where we used to live, then I could see everything and it felt like I was on top of the world.
So because here there aren't mountains,
Yeah.
there's nothing to see, but the beautiful trees.
I like the trees, but
Not like that.
they're trees
Boo.
with ants and bugs.
Anyway,
Ants.
you're not appreciating nature. Whatever.
Actually, I
I'll go by
am. The other day,
myself.
I picked up a bug from the inside of our gym room and put it back outside where it belongs.
Okay. Well, thank you for saving the animal.
Yeah, I didn't
Alright.
keep it.
Yes. It doesn't have to become like, you know, like, well, who knows if it found its family.
Hopefully it
But
did.
yeah, maybe it's that's another conversation. But anyway. All right. Well, that's all we've got for you. So I hope you've enjoyed this podcast conversation. And we are supposed to do one every month, right?
Yep.
So if you have any topics, if you have any questions for Rain, send them in. Send me a DM, or you could DM Rain as well.
Mhm.
And of course, appropriate questions. And that's it.
Yep.
Yep.
We'll see you next month.
Yes. Thank
On
you so
June
much.
9th. Maybe not on June 9th, but we'll see you next
Next
month.
All right. Thank you for listening. Bye.
Hey, did you like that episode? If you did, be sure to subscribe to this podcast wherever you may be listening and write a review. If you want more tips or some behind-the-scenes videos, make sure to follow my mom at DaliTalks on Instagram. You can turn on notifications for her posts and stories as well. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast. See you next time.